Lovely oil dung here, Grenadian style oil dung with lots of vegetables, ground provision, pigtail and chicken with some cornmeal dumpling. Come on in, let's get started. Okay foodies, so let's take a look and see the ingredients that we're going to be using to make that lovely Grenadian oil dung. So in here, of course, we must have that breadfruit. So I have some frozen breadfruit here. I don't always get it at the season. I have some yuca I'm going to be using, and as we move over here, I have some ground provision, as we would say, yam. This here is Eddoes or taro root, and this here is Tania. This is well known in the islands of Grenada. It's of the same family. I have your sweet potato, my onions, my garlic, and I will be using two types of meat. Today I'll be using chicken, leg and thigh, so to get some nice marrow from the bone into it. And I'm going to be using some pigtail here, pickled or salted pigtail. I already wash and give it a nice boil, so it'll soften up a little bit there. And in here I have my green season, lots of green season. I don't like it chopped, so I puree it. My foodies who follow me know the sofrito. Here is red Italian peppers and red bell peppers that I zap and I puree it really nicely, frozen there. I have the pimento peppers from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago and all throughout the Caribbean islands. Lot of lovely flavors but no heat, and one chili. To this I'll be adding a little bit of white pepper and some black pepper for some more flavors. And my brothers and sisters in Grenada, they use some turmeric, so I'm going to be using some turmeric also. My coconut milk, and here I have spinach, baby spinach leaf. Now you back in the islands, you will get the leaf from the Eddoes or the Tania or the Dasheen leaf or the Dasheen bhaji. That is what you will use, but I don't have it, so I'm improvising by using some lovely sweet baby spinach leaf. And here I have my cornmeal that we're going to be making that lovely cornmeal dumpling. We're going to mix that together with some all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add a little bit of oregano or that fine thyme. Lovely dish here from Jenny's Walk. So let's get started to make that Grenadian. My brothers from in Grenada, they oil dung. This is Jenny's Walk, making it Jenny's style. So let's get cooking. Okay foodies, so in my pot here I have a tablespoon and a half oil, and I have here 3 onions, 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to give this a good cook for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take half of it off. So let this cook. So this looks marvelous for me. Now I just want to take half of this onions out. So here is my chicken that is all marinated, and that salted pigtail that I give a good little boil. And in here is that sofrito and that green flavored peppers and the red flavored peppers. Here I have some oregano, and I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric at this point. Here I have that turmeric. Give it a good little sprinkle, and I'm going to cook this now for a good 7 minutes. So I'm going to make my corn dumplings now. So here I have my cornmeal and have flour, a little pinch of turmeric, black pepper and oregano, and now I'm going to add a little pinch of salt. Now I'm going to give this a good mix, and I'm going to bring it together and make those lovely dumplings. Okay, let's take a look now. It have been a good 7 minutes in there. So what we're really doing here is trying to cook my chicken a little bit, because the provision, the ground provision, they will cook very quickly. So this looks marvelous, and we already have that yellowness going on in there from the turmeric. This looks great. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to layer all the ground provision. So you're going to layer them according to their time of cooking. So we have all the harder ones in the bottom. So making this dish here from that beautiful island of Grenada is really used by they use most of the ingredients that is grown on the island. So some people may use carrots. I see families use carrots, but to keep it a bit authentic, what the Grenadian brothers and sisters do is use the ones that is grown there. So I had pumpkin that I forgot to mention to you, and I also had okra that I forgot to mention. So I'm just going to put those in there. Lovely flavors here from Jenny's Walk. Beautiful Grenadian oil dung. My brothers and sisters there in the islands. So now I want to layer the breadfruit. So we're going to put the breadfruit in the top. As I mentioned, it's not a fresh breadfruit. When I get them in season, I will put them together in the refrigerator, in the freezer, so I have them for quick use in the future. So there we go. So now I'm going to put that little pumpkin in there. Everybody else goes really lovely there. Okra, because these things will cook pretty fast. Now to this, what I want to do, I want to add a little bit of white pepper in the top. This is just my little flavorings here. There's already salt in there from that pigtail. So in here is that half of fried onions that I took off, and I cooked the meat with that other half. And here is a pimento pepper, that flavor pepper. So I'm just going to layer that for additional flavor in the top. This is just my way. You know, here at Jenny's Walk, I do things a little differently. We're here to like, we're here to share, we're here to learn, and we're here to create. So this is how I do it, with a twist. Grenada Oil Dung with a twist from Jenny's Walk. So in here I have my coconut milk. I had it on the heat, so you see it still is hot and nice. And I'm going to add that meat base. You could use veggie base or meat base. So that is really going to add some chicken flavor that I have in there. It's really nice there. So let us now pour this over. This is our coconut milk that is going to cook everything really nicely in this oil down. So in goes that. And I'm going to put the lid on and let this come up to a good cook. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. So this looks really beautiful here now. So in here I have some cilantro, fresh herbs. I just want to cut some up and just put it at about into this lovely Grenadian oil dung. So let me know in the comment how you make your oil dung with your twist. And let me know what country are you viewing in from. And also let me know if you know anything about this dish. That's a lot of questions, right, my dear foodies? So now I'm going to add my spinach to this. As I say, if you have Dasheen bush bhaji, which is also known as cocoa leaf in some islands, baha leaf in some countries like Bangladesh, sorry, they will call it by that name. So you could add some of that now at the top. And this is where we're going to add our dumplings, our lovely cornmeal dumplings that we just made. We're going to just rest them all around, just like so. Lovely dish here from Jenny's Walk. And my dear foodies, you could also send me stars on Jenny's Walk and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. Invite your friends, your family, your co-workers, let them also join in. And you can also request whatever recipe you would like me to do for you here at Jenny's Walk. So let's leave that alone, put the lid on, and let this finish up cooking here. Lovely dish from Jenny's Walk. Okay, so let's take a look now. It have been 35 minutes. This looks marvelous, and I'm sure some of you may know the golden ray cooking margarine to bring back that rich Creole flavor and that Caribbean taste. Now this is totally optional. If you don't want to add any golden ray, that is fine, but I like my golden ray, so I'm going to add in 2 lovely pieces in there. And now let's marry everybody together. Wow, look at the color, and everything seems to be cooked very well. Some of you may like your oil dung with liquid, some of you may not. I like mine with liquid, so I'm going to turn this off now. And you could check your, look, this is the cassava or the yuca. It's very soft, as you can see. Nice little slice there. There you go. Open up nice. This is a piece of the sweet potato. Look at that. Everything is cooked perfect. So let us just put the lid on and let that butter melt in there, that cooking margarine, and then we're going to plate this lovely dish. So here is that lovely Grenadian style oil dung. Lovely dish here from Jenny's Walk. I wish you will give it a try. And let's add a piece of that pigtail in there. If you do not eat pigtail, you could use any other meat that you like. And this is the chicken that they would usually use, the chicken wings. But those are a little too bony, and I don't want that meat to fall all over the bone, and that will be a problem there. And let's add some dumpling. Lovely cornmeal dumpling that we made. Delicious meal here from Jenny's Walk. So lovely dish for you to enjoy, my dear foodies. Oil dung from Grenada. Lovely dish here for you to enjoy any time of the week. So thank you for joining me from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.